Hello everyone, I am the Plane Shifter fading to the universe of Tactical Breach Wizards. And we totally get the outfits on the intro screen, great, and the whole team. I think there's still at least one more character to enter here, according to the whatchamacallit, the trailers and screenshots. But let's go. We are actually on the beginning of Act 3. Is it just 4 acts, or after Act 4 there will be another page? I do not want to know. Okay, I think I just need to move on. We're going to Callan. Yeah, let's move on. Chappell still runs supply trains from Liboli into Callan. They leave from this cargo depot outside of Aldo. We stake it out till a Chappell train comes in, let them load up, then jump on the back after it leaves the station. Won't it be moving too kinda fast? Won't they just find us and stop the train? What if we have to wait a boringly long time? Alright, got it. You know, if it's moving kinda fast, this guy has precognition. Won't they just find us and stop the train? This guy has precognition. This he can't stop. What if you have to wait a boringly long time? That's the human cost of this operation, okay? I've got a good audio book on the role of Molassen anti-tank monks in the World War IV if you want to borrow. Is it about the human stories and the cultural context, or more? It's entirely about the craft dynamics of armor penetration. I'll just stare at the train station, thanks. I'll take the book. I can ask all the questions. Okay, good. That's better. Won't it be moving kind of fast? Won't it be moving kind of fast? Nah, freight trains take a minute to even reach walking speed. Are you a train nerd? I was a Navy Seer. This isn't my first train haste. But yes, of course I am a train nerd. I mean, trains are cool. Aww. I didn't buy this needlessly accurate miniature freight train because I thought you guys would need a visual aid. Okay, good, because that did seem patronizing. I love the writing this game. Won't they just find us and stop the train? Okay. Right, we need control of the train before we go loud. Jen, the cab at the front should be breachable, but not from the ground. Can you draw a breaching glyph on a flyby? It's never come up, but I'm excited to be living the kind of life where I find out. I'm shouting that up as an extremely stressful unknown, but still our best bet. Wait, you said this thing's only moving at walking pace? No problem, Shania only shakes when we get near Mach 1. Shania. So her brooms, she named her broom Shania. All right. Okay, later I absolutely need to know why you call your broom Shania, but now does not feel like the time. Once you get in, you politely eject the driver, disable the emergency stop system, and we'll work our way towards you from the back. Alright, got it. Ultimately, you're gonna have to fight a whole train full of Chapel forces, right? Sure, but the train is just a series of rooms. Yeah, we've been doing this already. I forgot to do a thing. Okay, thing done. We continue. And you think you can clear any series of rooms? Well, we're 3 not incompetent wizards who have breached some moderately hostile rooms without dying unrecoverably yet. I think I actually lost confidence from that pep talk. Liv always did this. I don't have the swagger. Freight train to Callum. No stops, no refreshments, no tickets. Jen, we're in position. We clear to breach. 1 sec. A loud static blast from the comms. Okay, yep, emergency brakes disconnected. Go nuts. You'll probably go carefully and quietly. Banks is shaking her head vigorously. But thanks. Okay, so I actually don't have her here. Anyway. Finish without members at full health. 2 enemies with a single spectral skull. That seems extremely doable. Chapel tracker. Intel. Alright. Breach! And if you take over... Okay, I can just take over and not waste precious resources with pointlessness. Alright. All team members must get to the green zone. Fine. Can't do this in this turn now. I think I'm going to fire him first. We are done. Hello, Piero. Didn't know you still did streams this time. This will be the last day. Wednesday I'll be back at work, and I'll be back to my other time. Oh, okay. So now I play her. Okay, one card down. Sit tight till you get there. Don't engage alone. Right, yeah, that would have made a lot of sense. Well, Jen, I guess you're engaging alone. Okay, Cleanser. Launches a projectile that arcs over cover, dealing minor damage and draining all of the victim's mana. Fires in the forest seaford. Okay. I'll have to rethink my life here. Ooh, that place is very defenestratable. But if I do it like this, and a chain bolt like this. Okay, that worked. I'm gonna grab them. Absolute perfection. Finish by the end of turn 2, okay. Sure. Interesting. It's not gonna hit this guy, but what if I move you here? Fire at the stain. And use the fact that I can move after firing too. Okay, I did it wrong. I cannot seal that. Rewind. Rewind again. Thank you. I cannot actually reach that. Alright. It's blocked. I wonder if it is blocked by this, or if I just don't have enough steps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't have enough steps. That's good to know. Which freaking means I'm just gonna do this again. I cannot finish by turn 2. I had to have been planning from this since turn 1. I can push him back. Not that it's gonna help much. I guess I don't need to kill them. I just need to reach the green zone. knock. Okay. Finish shooting members in full health. I'm pretty good at doing this. Cause 3 total extra knockback by make enemies unsteady. Okay. The heck is this? Chapel Shepherd Psalm. Ability. Look of Justice. Shoots at anyone who attacks their allies if they can see both attacker and victim. They don't retaliate when attacking themselves. Interesting. So I need to get rid of him first. Let's see, if I do it like this. Ah! And she takes the shot. Yeah. Kind of expected that to happen, because I hit this guy. Connect that door? No. I generally like reaction abilities if you also have them on players, and it starts to shoot out chain reaction until each of the two dies. Zen has a reaction shot because yeah, every time I hit someone, Zen shoots. That said, I think I needed Zen not to shoot because I want to knock him back and then blow this up. What happens if I blow this up? That's a heck of a lot of damage. You know what? Since Zen is gonna take care of this guy, I think we can do it like this. No, Zen is not gonna take care of that guy. Okay. Zen doesn't have enough damage. Okay. Should just use the spectral scope. Oh! I can hit the same guy twice. That's good to know. Whoa, that gotta hurt. Alright. Reinforcements. Oh. And I cannot seal the door. Alright. Let's see if I can do the knockback thing. No, I did only two. Okay. Yo, I'm done. Jen, we've hit the security door. Any chances you can open it from your control room? No, but there's a console 2 cars upstream that will probably do it. There's not much as to us from the other side. Then it's all down to your cool witch friend who's better waiting and already went there. Into there. So the trick is that I cannot, since he's pointing at me. Alright. He has a direct line of sight. Okay, this is bad. And he's taking 3 shots here. Interesting. If I use blast. The factor is to auto lose to accidentally exploding the console. I don't know if I can accidentally explode the console. Huh. It never happened so far. Anyway, I cannot get hit of him. But does this happen? Let's see. Nope. I cannot blow up the console. Unless I can... No, there is no pushing thing going on. Oh, but this angle is interesting. What if I actually move? It's not going the way I want. I think my safest bet is to just do this. Bonk him and take over. Defend stage 2 hostiles in 1 turn. Okay. Not sure if I can do that. I can get rid of this guy. Hello. Let's start to set up some defenestrations. Okay, that works. Uh-oh. a grenade can get rid of this guy or this guy. But I cannot shoot again, and that messes up my plan a bit. If I take over, no. Okay. I'm finding charming the game and wait for wizards where superheroes would have been a more fitting pick for the setting. There is already a wizard one. It's called not a wizard one. A superhero one. It's called Capes. I think I played it. I think I played the demo. No, I did play the demo for Next Fest. Can I defend straight two guys with this setup? I cannot. But I can take over here. Yeah, I don't know why they went for wizards, but I don't care. I can get rid of that guy, I can bomb that guy. If I hadn't double bunked this guy, I would have enough mana to have double bunked this and this guy. But I didn't do it this way. Okay. Oh, and I don't even have enough move points. Crap. Oh. Wrong. Still wrong. Okay. It's this gun that lets me move again. So this is a bad position overall. Okay. And if I take over, beautiful. And we are done. If you're in the next cut anyway, Jen, we could actually use a hand in here. Ignore him, we're fine. That in a sec, save me a time boost. Okay. Jen, the final stage starts in one turn. Finish without team members' conscious. Use death's door to eliminate at least one hostage. We've got this guy again. Ooh. Chapel Riot Priest Ossard. Brutal armored religious palace who charge if you get close enough. They have defenses against damage, knockback, and chemicals. Shield slam. The priest slams their shield into you, dealing heavy damage and pushing you back. Don't get cornered, okay? This is a mess. If I throw the cocktail here, he's gonna shoot her. It doesn't seem like much is gonna happen. I think only pushes when you actually hit that thing. This doesn't have knockback, and that's a problem. Alright. Ha! You hit yourself. Oh, that's bad. I can... Okay, I'm gonna grab Intel. Time boost banks. Get the fenestrated. Moving to take over. Now then you get bonked by this guy. But if I use the false prophet, this guy didn't flinch from that. But the big one did. Okay. Neat. That was all right. Okay, this is bad. Okay. He has one knockback resistance, and the cocktail is not gonna work. But I still think this will work. No, it's not gonna work. Yeah. No. I can't knock him back. That's the problem. This is also not causing any damage. Kevlar needs one knockback. This is two knockback. Okay. And I need you to rush. Huh. Alright. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, and that guy went to a really bad position for me. I can bonk him quite hard. Okay, if I move Zen out of the way, she'll be... Okay, she can move out of the way. That is a possibility. Staying on has 2 knockback, okay. My team has 1 action. Oh. It indeed does. I found the design towards armored enemies in blades of the shotgun interesting. Your samurai character could go 1v1 against enemy samurai units, but if you needed to deal with them using any other character, you would have to set up attacking with 2. Okay. One knockback, 4 damage. Have I already used the transfer tape? Yeah. Okay. I dealt with this guy. No damage we're taking. Mission complete. Board and security strike complete. Enter Callan complete. Have any concept of where we are? Pending. One interesting thing about the whole wizard things in this game is they don't take themselves very serious at all. the whole... Listen, this dude has an assault rifle with a staff on it. This is a baton that is also a lightning thingamajig. And while this didn't come into play, she's a medic that heals by literally killing their targets so that she can rewind time. It's ridiculous. This game is ridiculous on the best way. Mandana, Kalan, more central than we expected. I mean, it was quite charming to have a staff-turned sniper rifle in Under the Gungeon. Okay. We focused a lot on how to get on that train. Maybe not enough on where we'd get off. I was kinda banking on an out-of-town supply depot. Let's focus on achieving the out-of-town part fairly immediately. Okay. Alright, so this is the cleansing guy. Is this a defenestratable thing? It looks like it, yeah. It's not a window though, so I don't think it counts as a defenestration. What is this? Finish by turn 2, hit 3 enemies with a single spectral skull. Finish without letting any enemies attack. Tough, but I think doable. Neat. I need to increase the damage of this thing, if I can. Will I get a reaction from Zen? No. Okay. That's bad. Because I really need a reaction from Zen in this situation. There. Now we take over. Not sure I planned for a turn 2 takeover though. Right. Another one of these situations, okay. Why can't I change to this guy? Ah, he takes cover. He's gonna go all the way over there. But if you do it this way, yeah. Okay, then I move you. Use the cocktail to flush you out. Bingo. Rewind. I have a better plan. The interesting thing about the rewind is that they justify it by Zen having precognition. So I don't feel bad about using it. That would be the same effect, I believe. Maybe even better. Yeah, and seal the door. Alright. Couldn't do the Gen 1, but I did the Zen one. Nobody attacked. Nice. And we're done. Advance. Fuck, I don't know if you can take 4 of those things. I had no idea Chapel Street presence was this heavy. Feels like we walk into the tail end of a clash. Okay, I can... Shimbo the heck of this cleanser. This is a problem, let's see. Have Dow deal a total of 10 knockback. Dow? Who's Dow? Dow? I don't have a Dow here. I have a Bunk, a Jen, and a Zan. The Fanny stays 2 in 1 turn. Hit 5 enemies with a single Spectres. I need a better angle, but I think it's doable. Lame designs they spoil the objective before the relevant character shows up. Yeah. I mean, I can do the objective, but that's gonna be completely pointless. I don't think I will. How is the defenestration going if I... Not good. What about the better angle? No. I can't hit this. That's the problem. Can get rid of this guy easily. What if I do it the other way around? Nah. I can shoot that guy over. Okay. It's pretty good, but not what I need right now. Okay, that guy has been defenestrated, maybe. Can I? Ah, beautiful. No. Like this. I only have one knockback on this thing? Yeah. But I have 2 damage, it should be enough. Oh, okay, it did do damage. Alright. Let's predictive here. Get inside, I've got this. I guess we've got the guy. Appreciated, but we don't really have an inside yet. Then get out of the curfew zone. Okay, but we're gonna help you first. Sorry. New squad member, Dal Sabin, the rebel riot priest. You've all heard of her. Resistance icon using the armor of her chapel oppressors against them. She might be the only thing that hits harder than they do. Got it. Alright. I can knock him inside here. Easy. I think Jen can knock this guy here. Let's see. Swap. Swaps locations with any person you can see. Ooh, interesting. Teleport. Sensors LAN. Knock. Hit an adjacent target for significant damage to knock them down. Charge. 1 plus knockback. There's 1 knockback per tile charge. Pushing the unit that many squares. If they hit all remaining knockbacks, then yeah. Okay, so I can knock that guy back if I use charge. But then I'm in a whole lot of trouble. Okay. Dao has one armor, which is interesting. Throw riot block. Throw a low barricade that blocks movement, can be used as cover and does extra damage to things knocked into it. Ah. That no. Yes. Fulfills her objective and deals with the situation here. Can I charge this guy and still be somewhat safe? Okay, this guy is still a problem. about to make him no longer a problem. I actually pushed him out of a... So, they have sensors. Not, just noticed they have sensors. Sensor, yeah. I have used your action. The grenade will knock them back. Do I want to use the grenade now though? Okay. There's no good place for me to do predictive shot, to be honest. It's the best, but I don't think it's gonna do much. Alright. Yeah, incense sensor. I first thought it was a sensor pun given the religious Inquisition team. It probably still is. What action was foreseen? Okay, end turn. Okay, that's perfectly fine. You feel very bonkable. How far can I charge? Very. But now I have several problems to deal with. Do you have? No, you don't. Huh. I think with some clever positioning I can deal with this guy. Doubt. The Kazuma Kiryu strategy of opening and closing doors. Yeah. Unfortunately, this door seems very resilient. I didn't do the spectral school thing. That's fine. Now, I knew this guy existed already, but but yeah, this kind of spoiled that he would show up now. Like, he is in the screenshots and trailers. I'm screaming, I have the music way too loud here for me. Okay, done. Six defenestrations, clean. So the holes are still considered defenestrations. Good to know. Ooh. Okay, this is a tricky situation. I don't think I can keep doing my never get shot strategy. Thankfully, I have a healer. So if I charge it, you're gonna get the fenestrated. Ah! Okay, neat. The armor actually played a role here. No. Let's see. Deal 5 slam damage with 1 charge, okay. Finish by the end of turn to prevent 5 reinforcements, okay. Oh, he's very pushable. Okay. All right. That's it, like 3, huh? Not exactly the area I wanted it to go. It's also pushing too far, otherwise Zen could finish it up. Blocked. Can Zen hit this guy? No. No, without repositioning. Can I get rid of you if I... Ah, yes I can, okay. What? You're lying to me. Why are you lying to me? Ah, okay, he's gonna get hit by his own bomb. But since I punched him, he's not gonna anymore. But not the knockback finishes the job. That's 3 damage. Adjacent target. Charge goes up to there and doesn't do diagonals. Okay, Jen cannot be there. That no, doesn't help much. Okay. Okay, this is one of my safe things to do. One damage. That's not much. Still cover it. Okay, that'll do. The latest in Magic and Warfare, the Minecraft block. Yes. Okay. It came this way. Not a good thing to happen. If I double bonk this guy, that adds nothing. Well, I get rid of the toxic thing protection. Okay, then seal this thing. Thank you. see all this thing. I can use charge just to move. Interesting. I have a plan. Okay. That worked rather well. I'm gonna have you be here and take over. Alright. Can you move? I just moved you, right? Yeah. Don't have enough mana for another swap. I can sensors land. Okay. Which means that the sedative cocktail, you do a thing now. But first, let's position Zen. Oh, you don't have line of sight? Maybe it's because Banks is in the way. Yeah. Got him. Zen is kind of ridiculous. Couldn't deal this land damage. Yeah. Alright. Survive the streets of Kallen. Well, it was technically all one street. Survive a street in Kallen. Complete. Make contact with the resistance. Oh, we're pretending we planned this? Okay, sure. The writing in this game is great, and I will never tire of saying this. 30 meters below. Right. Who the fuck are you, and where did you get your death wish? Weren't you supposed to say to be a priest? What with the cursing? Hey, I'm Jem, this is Zen, and that's Banks. We're tracking a team of Black Ops wizards who are burning mana reserves, possibly to start a war. Well, you're not Chapo. That's a good start. Why so sure? They'd lock you up for the outfits you're wearing. They're not above spies, but foreigners casting spells in the streets disproves that they say what they say is biological possible. Forget legal. Okay. That is... They say only Kalanis can cast? Only the chapel anointed. Used to claim magic was a foreign lie till they figured out how to control people with it. Now they invented it by attuning with the pantheon. Either way, if people don't believe they have power, they never push hard enough to find out. That is fucked up. Tip of a fucked up iceberg stretching down decades. Any other biologically impossible foreigners shown up recently? No word, but I'm not intel. If you're here to stop a war, you came at the right time. The Chapo are about to invade Medil. They've been threatening that for years though, right? It's happening. Announcing in Friday's sermon. Oh shit. The first chaplain's gonna declare war on the heretics. And the resistance is gonna lose a decade of blood-bought progress. How does this hurt the resistance? Kalani solidarity. That's why they're doing it. We're finally starting to expose them, and this is their nuclear-scale distraction. The crusty old nationalist will call for everyone to come together for the war effort. The moderates will say it's not the time to focus on our differences, and every twisted bone we've exposed of the chapel's true nature will slide back under the comfortable fat of national unity. Graphic. I've had to explain it a lot. Jane glasses at that nut. Look, I don't know if your war is the same as ours yet, or if they're even connected. But if you've got a plan to stop it, you're one up on us. I have 25 years of special forces experience. Jen's the best investigators I know, and Banks can raise the dead. How can we help? Glad you asked. Alright. Perk points. Alright. Let's see. Prophet fires a searsming attack at a nearby attacking from spine. If the prophet dies before it disappears, your mana is refunded. That's pretty good. Useful fiction. Prophet interacts with anything it can before expiring. That's also pretty useful. 25 years of experience, and yet the operation is still the most vibes-based thing imaginable. Yes! I mean, come to think about it, he's a seer. His power is to sense 1 second in the future. The dude really has 25 years of vibes experience. I'm gonna use persistent delusion. That looks good. Let's see what I can do with Daw. Momentum. If you travel at least 3 tiles, inflicts +3 knockback. Once per turn, if charge hits a target, your action is refunded. Ooh. So you're gonna bonk, bonk, bonk. That's pretty good. Telephasing. You can optionally pass through targets to charge at others behind them. Hit adjacent target for significant damage. +2 damage. That's very basic. Friendly refund. Swap locations any person can. Okay. If user on a team made or mana cost refunded, does not apply to other allies. Panic. If enemies are targeting you when you swap, they will shoot the person you swap with immediately. That's an interesting one. Swap with objects. Can now swap with any movable object, such as barrels or your riot block. Recall, once per turn your riot block returns to you when it's destroyed. Wall mode. Can remotely toggle the cover to be tall enough to block direct attacks from passing over it. That's a lot of good stuff here. It's that's making things hard to choose. Armed priest, and the symbol here is two hands in prayer with shackles. Yeah, maybe the shackles were added later. So much good stuff here. Panic looks fun. So's Rampage, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go with Rampage first. And now telephasing. Oh, Rampage 2. No limit how many times Rampage can be triggered per turn. I imagine that would be the case. Oh yeah. Where's the green murder cube mode to blast a laser out of the cube? Yeah. Outfits. Ooh, I'm too short of the outfit I want. He's alright with the outfit I want. I don't really like these ones. Too modern. I'm still a bit more for the one I want. Coat face. And what do you have? The facer? Ooh, locked. Interesting. Can I look at it? No. Roadblock. Ah, it's the color for transit authority. Gilded. That looks alright. Ooh. I like the armor. I'm not sure if I want her to lose the religious vibes though. Gilded looks kinda cool. Maybe I'll do gilded when I get enough points. Do I have any more shots? No. Okay, we move on. We do have a plan. One shot to throw a wrench into the war machine before it rolls out, and we need all the meat on the streets we can get. So if you wanna be some extra gristle on the Chapel meat grinder when we hit them tomorrow night, you're in. You sell it well. I'm not a recruiter. I'm a symbol of vengeance in 100 pounds of Sedenite armor. Okay, Sedenite is whatever the special metal in this world is, I guess. Back me up or don't. Alright, I meant that in a kind of a playful tone, but I might have misread the room. Wait, the chapel would use Imperial? Yes. Let's put these fuckers in the ground. We need more of that sentiment. What's the mission? The Chapel of the Closed Fist. The heart of their military operations, and it's where the first chaplain takes the strategy meetings. Okay. The agent we had on the janitorial staff was blown last week, but we believe the last recording he made is still at his dead dropping side. Isn't the seer from an America-themed country though? Weird they'd be upset over Imperial. The seer is from an America-themed country, but the one who was saying that was the medic. I think she is Americanish as well. Yeah, she is. All the three originals are from the American-themed country, yeah. This guy is the first foreigner. This lady, I mean. The agent we had under janitorial staff was oh no. Just a second. As expected, Spun. Alright. The agent we had on the janitorial staff was blown last week, but we believe the last recording he made is still at his dead drop inside. Okay. Disclosed to the announce, there is every chance he caught the first chaplain discussing the real reasons for invading Meadow. That's the one thing that might be explosive enough to derail the invasion, so we get that recording at all costs. Game plan. The Closed Fist is a fortress. We throw everything we've got. I will let the brute force contingent to raise hell at the front gate, and once they move their defenses to deal with us, Group 2 storms the side entrance and shoots their way through to the dead drop. What is this building here? Nothing, that's just a church. And these are all windows? Yeah, why? Can I make a suggestion? Wish you would. Don't waste your distraction at the front gate. They're already strong there. They won't need to divert much. Even your distraction should make them sweat. They won't sweat this church. There is nothing there. Not the church, the side entrance. Send everyone there, but don't go in. You don't need to. With that many people at a weak point, the threat is enough. You have to defend it. Those eyebrows are trying to decide if Zan is stupid. You do understand that we need to get inside the building to get the recording, right? That's us. We breach that church, get to the second floor, then Jen can cross to the facility, straight through these windows, grab the recording, and get out. No one even touches the rest of the facility. Not impossible, but I can't let you take the recording. Too important to trust to a stranger. Well, you've got craft. Out in the streets, we saw you teleport. How does that work? What's the limit? Line of sight. Need a target to swap with. Range, maybe 200 feet. Then you come to us, we get you to the window, you swap in, get the recording yourself. You're overqualified as a distraction anyway. Might be the sleep deprivation, but this isn't sounding crazy yet. Sounds like a good strategy, to be honest. I will run it by command, but they won't love who it came from. If there's something we don't know about the situation, set us straight. But if it's a question of operational expertise, Zun's been doing this for 25 years. Generally don't know of anyone clocking that much Spec Ops experience without dying on a Spec Op. I'll relay it. Not gonna do that little sales pitch. Not gonna do that little sales pitch though. That shit won't fly with the cell. Your choice. You had to make it about my age. In a nice way. Yeah, it was a nice way. This time. Just some church. By the chapel of the closet first. I'm seeing more gunmen in here than I'm used to in a church. We're in the military district. We'll hit worse. 25 hours of vibes and fuse ups. Exactly. What with the golden arms? Absolvers. Chapel found a guy who could make people invulnerable, locked him up. Now they force him to enchant those sleeves with the same power. They're vessels? That's meant to be a once-in-a-lifetime gift. You can't battery farm them. Chapel found a way. Last I heard, they get 20 a week out of him. That's horrifying. That's how they treat people with craft. Mid to lower tier on their list of reasons I won't let them take me alive. Mid to low, okay. So they are far worse. Then let's do this quick and clean. Well, they might be invulnerable, but are they unknockable? Invincible. Takes no damage but can still be knocked back. That is great. And there are channelers over there, which... interesting. Alright, Jen is right behind the channeler. She's pretty good. What can I do here? Finish with them at full health. Deal with all enemies by the end of turn 1. That's hard. Destroy 2 weapon caches. What is a weapon cache? This is a weapon cache. And this is a weapon cache. Okay. Alright, so if I use Jen to breach and that's knocking it way too far away. But I can hit that guy, so no more invulnerability. Get the laptop. Take cover. Ah, gives mana. Interesting. Can I take over? I can. Choo choo! And I can do it again. Do I want to though? No. One action you used. Oh, Zen didn't do anything? Who didn't do it? Ah, yeah, he didn't do anything. He did do a thing, and then I stopped doing. Okay. All right. Got him. Got all the objectives. Advance. I'm come up with the windows, but the route's crowded. I'm come up on the windows, but the route's crowded. Wanna raise some hell to draw them over there? Happy to. We're outside the big fire pit. Is that important? The hollowed heart? A rare laugh. Yeah, safe to say they'll send some folks to protect that. Then we'll hold it till they run out. Appreciate it. Knock out all the roof. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. So let's see. Hit 6 enemies with you and your freaking school. Defenestrate 2 hostiles in 1 turn. Have the thing use 9 different abilities in 1 turn. Okay. Oh, wrong. I wanted banks to breach. Okay. The school's going all the way out, but the school can take out the shield guys. If I do this correctly.
Presente da Iana pra você.
Obrigado. Ooh, I got candy. That's gonna be for later. Alright, let's see. What are you pointing at? That's a pretty good hit, but there is a problem. This guy. Okay, we won. Alright, Chen, I need you to redeploy here. I still enjoy you. That's not a deployable position, great. Alright, fine. Okay, then, breathe. And you. I don't seem to be able to defenestrate that guy. That would be a heck of a shot as well. I mean, if I put Zen here, and then using... Okay, you're going on that way now. Okay. Zen... No. Zen here. Zen here. Jen blasts this guy. And Zen follows up. And Zen didn't follow up. He doesn't he doesn't have line of sight, maybe? YOLO. Now I only need to do it two guys. But I will need to have her in. I may have a plan. Okay. Someone look at the hit actions of Kiryu showing people out of wins and thought I could make a game out of this. That's how it feels indeed. Okay. I can get rid of that guy. You still have transfers, nice. And now Zen takes cover, Jan cover, Banks does not indeed take any cover. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough cookie. Let me just check. Okay, it's only Zen that's in danger from that guy, which is okay. Very defenestratable. position her here. Will then be able to shoot? Yes. Okay, that's what I wanted. Now I get rid of you. And do a predictive. Alright. Okay, the reaction shot doesn't trigger this guy. Good. That was exactly what I wanted to happen. Can Zen get rid of it? He can. But I need to know if I move Jan. Yeah. This guy's a problem. I can still use that store. Alright, so move here. Blast this guy. Use that door here. Have Jan move here. Blast this guy. Neat. Oh no! I forgot about her. Okay. Alright. Let's false prophet this thing. With refundable mana. It's pretty good. Yeah, sure. I forgot that there's a short thing here. Ooh, pretty good. I can use that door to solve. I'm gonna use the chain. Can I blow up this? I can. Didn't hit this guy. Okay, but this dude, he suffered. Okay. Done. Sent to the Shadow Realm, indeed. Okay, now just her. I'm at the crossover point. There is still heavy resistance, but I might be able to take them. Don't engage. We've got this building. You just need to get across as soon as you can. Doesn't sound like my style. Living in the dust. Huh? Fundamentally the same thing, but now I kinda like it. Huh. I think I'm gonna redeploy here. Breach. Zoom! Zoom again! That wasn't that great. Do I have line of sight to swap with this guy? No. Okay. Alright, what do you want to tell? Destroy at least 4 more weapon caches by the end of this turn. Of this turn? Okay. Too late now. So I want this stuff. That drop, yeah, okay. So if I moved and swapped, this guy causes 2 damage, right? Yeah, he's enough to actually hurt dog. But if I play it smart, I can come here, swap, throw a block, use laptop, okay, I cannot take cover. Alright, get back. I can just bonk myself here. Perfect. Collect recording. Yeah, done. Okay. I've got a recording. You guys in position? Yeah, and we wouldn't say no to some backup. We might have underestimated how long they could keep sending guys. Good, the more firepower we draw over here, the less they have to gun down our distraction team. The extraction van's almost in range, we can blink out anytime after that. Then let's make them sweat as long as we can. I have everyone here, but where is everyone else? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Yo. Breach. That's an interesting way to pitch. Armor blocked 1 damage. Oh, this guy exists. Survive turns, alright. Dark cannot be sealed. I can 100% mess this guy up. Big time. Should I grab Intel with Zan? Protective. All right. All right, Jen. Can you get rid of this guy for me? Not with this guy here, I guess. Stop breaking your own windows. Okay. Should I use the spectroscope? I think I have a better plan. Big shields guy here. Let's put the predictive here again. Alright. Can I move down? Can. Okay, that was good. Good shot. This is not what I wanted for this dude. Ooh, what a freaking mess I made here. Okay, that guy does 1 damage. As long as there's a line of sight. Okay. Which means I might be able to break line of sight. Zen cannot react, okay. He still shots on reaction. Okay, good to know. Not doing much. Yeah, no. Okay. He's trying to shoot down, but Zen is in the front. Okay, so if I put it like this, or like this. Where is Zen? Okay. Alright. Just slam this guy. Boom. So Zem can use him as a shield. I hate cover. Mana drain, huh? We still can do it like this. Ta-da! Yeah! Shields are great! Okay. I have a plan, but Zen needs to be in a better position. Like if I have Zen here, I can sensor slam this dude, get a hit. Didn't get a hit? Do a big bonk on this guy. Do another big bonk on this guy. Okay. Not the skull, cocktail. And you stop hitting yourself. This is the most problematic guy I have to deal with. Okay, I can slam this idiot. Banks can get rid of this idiot. There we go. Anyone missing mana? You, big guy. Grab this. There we go. Oh, this is annoying. Blink out is ready, let's go. Or we could keep pounding them until our fists bleed. Two valid choices. Oh, so I can try and survive more turns or blink out. Don't get why those act as positions and not extra collectibles for score.
I suppose.
Yeah. I don't think there is. Well, there is a score, but it's this. Oh yeah. Freaking. Go over. Alright. Okay. How much damage? 1 damage, but mana dry. Okay. That guy is gonna shoot at the wrong place. Good. Where is Zan? Is Zan? Oh. Okay. So for some reason he prefers banks, okay. His action. this works. Oh, this is even better. Zen, don't move. Okay. You have an action, right? Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, you keep protecting that guy, yeah. What are you? Ah, this dude. Okay. Ooh, that looks good. Rewind. Uh-oh. Ah, okay, good. And now... Alright. Take that. Hahaha. Let's see, turn. Is everybody dead here? Yes. You shot. You don't have an angle on anybody. Regardless. Might as well make sure, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, we blink out. We did the thing. Done. That's pretty good. Mission complete. Infiltrate the church. Complete. Get down to the chapel of the closed fist. Complete. Retrieve the recording. Complete. Leave the militarized zones discreetly. Possible this was not sufficiently stressed to them. Ooh. Alright, Chen, what do you have? Point blank knocks even more. Or more target for this, forced entries. I don't use this much, but Plus on target on chain bolt can be quite ridiculous. And Tessa? This is still locked, huh? Okay. Wider, easier. Applies and steady. Or just does more damage. I started more damage on this thing. Can I do outfits now? Oh yes. There we go. You're still taking a while. There we go. New shots. Okay, let's do one more. Move on. The Chapel of the Closed Fist, last week. With the greatest respect, Chaplain. With the greatest respect, Chaplain. I think this is a crossover reaction. The insurgency will blow over. It always does. And if we commit to war with Medium now, we can't play that card for another 5 years. It's not about the rabble rousers, Felgo. It's about the mana. My singers in Liboli have seen the tests firsthand. The damn stuff is militarized now. It's not a theory, it's working, and the word supply sits beneath a country that is rightfully ours. Beren is right, we cannot let fatalist nations build armies of casters while we sit handcuffed to our principles. We're not considering using it ourselves, I trust. The Pantheon's edicts have been very clear. I'll tell you what the Pantheon says when I've damn well written it. I won't be the chaplain who lets Kalan's last chance at supremacy slip through our fingers. We move on Meadow. I'll announce in Friday's sermon. Holy shit. That's some pretty serious spilling of the beans. Was that as bad as it sounds? So much worse than we dared hope. We wanted something with a kick. We've got the nitroglycerin. The Medio stuff is what we wanted. I never dreamed he'd just openly admit to lie about the Pantheon. And I'm gonna derail things if I ask for a primer on the Pantheon. You know we honor our dead here, right? More than honor, you'd call it worship. The chapel claims their high priests can hear them all, speaking as one. That's the Pantheon. There's a history to the real thing, but the chapel's version is just a free pass to claim everyone we've ever loved is asking us to do what they want. Sorry. And now we have the head of church and state outright admitting they make it up. This is fucking checkmate. I wish it was that simple. God, I hope Hessia saw this before he was blown. I'd kill to go down knowing I got the bastards this good. Should get some moderates fired up. Oh, size. Probably not. Seriously? Now we hit the other brick wall we've been fighting. We can leak this on the free net tonight, but only the tech-savvy kids with the jailbroken phones will see it. They're already with us. Chapo control the legal internet and every TV station. Everywhere your centrist dad gets his information. We can't get through the Chapo's base till we break down that wall, but this is the megaton we drop when we do. Surely it will make waves outside of Kalan. Is there a plan to get this out? Surely it will make waves outside of Kalan. It might make the news, but what does that do to us? What information is new here? Your countries there, I know the Chapo is a surveillance state dictatorship with a mandatory religion enforced by police brutality. Hasn't moved any of them to action in the last 20 years. The DSR did impose sanctions. And the people of Kalan thank you for cutting us off. The Chapo didn't want foreign goods reaching us anyway. It just means the only tech we have access to is made by the institution we're fighting. Fair point, I'll shut up. Dull size again. I'm not trying to shut you down. I'm just tired. I'm tired of being told we have the world's moral support by nations that won't commit a single dollar to actual support. We're not even asking for troops. The shipment of freenet phones would have turned the tide at Callus Square 5 years ago. Is there a plan to get this out? I've heard rumors that there is a strike ready to go. Just waiting on the payload worth the bloody price. Could be bullshit though. I'm just a soldier. They don't tell me what I'm hitting next till it's time to hit it. I might spill it to foreigners like you. Sly smile. Sounds like a tomorrow problem. Yeah, I don't want to spend tonight talking politics. Wings this big don't come around too often in a fight like ours. There's an old military tradition from the 600s. If your victory spared more blood than it cost, you drink the difference in claret. We drink the blood of the dead? No, it's the blood of the living, right? She gets it. Can't speak to the symbolism, but the blood math checks out. Come on, we've got 3 cases of 1975 we liberated from the minister's cellar, and we would fucking explode. And he would fucking explode to know what that foreigners and fake traitors were the ones who got to drink it. To the few friends who joined the Pantheon today. We carry their voices, and their voices carry us. And to the many who didn't. Thanks to the foreigners with the dirty tricks and ridiculous hats. Okay, time to keep making a mess. Let's get started on the Kalan situation here. Okay. The Chapo details. Whoa, okay, there's a lot of details here. Okay. The Chapo is both church and state in Kalan. It started harmlessly enough as a stricter interpretation of Chronism, which has always been Kalan's primary religion. But since most of Kalan's secular groups split off to form Medio in the 70s, the religious, and there's literal fascists right on top of it. Religious right, yeah. There's literal fascists right on top of it. Has gained tighter and tighter control of Kalani's lives and freedoms. This is why I asked you to write this one, Jay. No, Kulandi was the national fate before 1720. That's where Kalans come from. No, the Chapo engaged in ethnic cleansing as early as the 50s. Okay. Fine, all I need to know is that we're fighting for the right to elect our own leaders, the right to worship any or no religion, a publicly accountable justice system, the release of all surviving persons incarcerated without trial. All four are classified as heresy. Okay. About to invade. About to invade Medio. Details. Medio declared independence from Kalans in the Skeptic Revolt in 1970. Since then it suffered repeated invasions from foreign powers looking to secure its natural resources, including the world's primary supplies of the mineral used to make synthetic mana. These days the DSR occupies Medio with a force almost entirely composed of contracted reactor troops. But now reactor have gone rogue. Dal, please fact check. The Kalan stuff is close enough. Ask Medillion about the rest. Chapeau leaders have often claimed Medil still rightfully belongs to Kalam, but this is the first time since revolution that it's come to outright war. So they are about to invade Kalam. So I haven't read about the rebel either. Not actual location, obviously. We didn't realize how urgently we needed a safe house when we got to Kallen, so thank God Dal took us in. We're in some disused maintenance tunnels beneath the old city. It's one of the many hideouts the resistance used to plan ops against the shop. Okay. Dal's bin details. Likes: trucks, dogs, wines, welding, brutally strong cheese. Dislikes: I've dedicated my life to gutting the regime that is choking my country. You're really asking me what I dislike? Oh, put olives. Fuck olives. They're like if South could vomit. Well, that's someone that really doesn't like olives. Hobbies: sometimes I break into the Parkside vehicle depot and jam defective tear gas as grenades inside their condenser, so next time they roll out to chase us, they will choke on their own fucking smoke. Use it to play hockey. That was an icon of the Kalani resistance. Every DSR news piece on it still refuses to use that photo of her smashing into the wall of riot priests at the Chalice Square. We always assumed she was one of them who defected, but apparently she never was. She stole the armor from one she killed, cause she's fucking hardcore. What photo? Show me. I guess that one. She used it to fix cars, now she fixes and customizes her own armor. Yeah, still fix cars, okay. So shelter at us. Shelter was that, the rebel hideout. Another record, okay. Alright, now Sabine is now part of our team. We obtained, we obtained the recording details. A resistance agent managed to record the first chaplain telling his advisors they're only invading Medio to secure its mana mines, and that they've been lying about communing with the dead to justify it. If enough people see this, it could make an actual difference to the chapel's strange hold on Kala. So we obtained the recording. Okay. Chapel of the Closed Fist. Apparently the chapels, the key institutions, are each modeled after a core value they preach. The Closed Fist is about showing no mercy to the faithless, and this is where they plan their military ops. The resistance got an agents inside and record the first chaplain being way too honest about the reasons for invading Media. Okay. So that's where the recording was made. Chapel of the Civil Tongue, main broadcast center, okay. All state authorized media in Kallan is controlled from this huge tech hub, from TV channels to the state-sanctioned internet. If you want to get something in front of the average Kalani family, it has to come from here. Must be broadcast caster here. Okay. Revealed motives of... am I missing anything here? No. Revealed motives of the shop. Okay, all of this adds up. Okay. Motive for invasion. Did anything new show up? Yeah. Mana dust from the mines in Salt Meadow. The rarest ingredient in synthetic mana is beryllium calcite, and most of the world's supplies come from the mines in Southern Meadow. It's been a valuable resource in the energy industry for decades, but now that there is whispers of reactor finding a military use for the synthetic mana, global powers like the Chapel are trying to an even keener interest in controlling it. Okay. In mana mines, beneath the central reserve. The rarest ingredient in synthetic mana is beryllium calcite, and most of the world's supplies. The DSR always been shady about what they were mining it for, but now that there is whispers of reactor finding a military use for synthetic mana, it's becoming pretty obvious. Now global powers like the Chapel are taking an even keener interest in controlling it. Okay. The motive is this. One connection left to me. Okay. Reactor has a military use for mana dust. It all makes sense to me. Can I? Yeah, this is a better position. All right. This is still too organized for this kind of panel. I need more lines. Okay, got a new dream. Got a new shot. We might not have time for another mission because there's a lot of new things going on here. You've been quiet since we got to Colin. Conspiracy board, my beloved. Yeah. Like, this is how I felt playing Blueprints, but I totally needed something like this to actually play that game properly. I wonder if I would have given up on Blueprints if I had played this game before and had this and had the idea of doing this for that. I don't know. To be completely honest, you use it Photoshop on the phone, yeah. To be completely honest, I don't like games that rely heavily on things outside the game. That's something I was putting up for Blueprints, but eventually just got to me. It's one of the things. Alright. Let's play the shots. You've been quiet since we've got to Colin. Okay. Play. You've been quiet since we got to Colin. Because we're wasting our time here. Overthrowing a fascist regime and stopping a war? It's not our fight. We should be focused on Kennedy. It's urgent. The stakes are huge and we can help. You can help. Later. I've got 6 months to leave and I want to make damn sure Kennedy hits the morgue before I do. My god, Tess, I had no idea it was that short. I'm sorry. It is... Don't be. I just threw that out for effect. Truth is, there aren't enough cases for an accurate prognosis. Yeah, she has a disease. She is effectively Doctor Strange. Like, her origin story is Doctor Strange. So I get to live in limbo till it happens. That's awful. I'm sorry. I get that it's personal we live, but can I just make the Colin case to you? Seems inevitable. This might be the war we're here to stop. I'm not here to stop a war. I'm here to kill the piece of shit who locked me up and forced me to serve her at gunpoint. Okay, that's why you came, but as a doctor, when there is a crisis, don't you drop everything to help? When I was a surgeon, maybe, but this power, my craft, I can save people no one else can. That's my focus now. Someone else can help Callan, and we can stop Kennedy. Zan's the only one who can react before she hits. You're the only one with the tools and talent to track her. And I'm the only one who can resurrect you when you get yourself killed again. You think I'm talented? Don't get it twisted, it's just a fact. She doesn't know where to look. You found me in the middle of the desert in another country inside of 2 days while on the lam. What else could you call it? I actually found you the same night, but we had to wait for a ferry. Dumb luck? No. I actually found you... It wasn't dumb luck, she knows what she was doing. I actually found you the same night, but had to wait for a ferry. You took the ferry to break me out? We don't have a chopper. You couldn't spring for a flight? We're on the lam. Should have stuck with the mafia. What if only we can help Callan? We're scalpers, not hammers. I'm new at it, but it seems like fighting a regime with 1,000 times your manpower is very much a scalpel problem. When you've got a medical degree, you can tell me what's a scalpel problem. It's not a degree level analogy, Dessa. We can now grasp at the concept of precision. Oh, she does a spine in there somewhere. We just hired a hammer, it's all good, yeah. Did it take a medical degree to figure that one out? Hell yes, more spicy gen in future, please. I feel like you were losing this argument and you've somehow made it about me, but in a sort of nice way that's making me feel weirdly and unable to refocus. That was the play, yeah. Okay. We have no leads anyway, why not help out till we do? Because it's a huge risk. Chapel don't kill people if they can help it. They lock them up so they can't be martyrs. Killed, I can fix. Captured, I can't. I've been jailed 2 times this week. Long as I have this gun, there won't be a third. Is this gonna be a problem? One more. You've got me for one more Chapel OP. Then I'm back on Kennedy. With or without you. I'd prefer with. Okay, here's the thing. I knew about 4 characters from the trailers, but there's a 5th slot on the OR team. Are you gonna lose Doll? Why do I have unread things on Doll? Okay. So, here's she explaining her power. Undo damage only works if you're dead. If you're not, I can get you out there for an extra 6,000. How many people do you think are reading our secret map? Wait, you get paid $6,000? Sent you a new pick plus update. Okay. Anything new that I didn't notice? Guess not. Something here? No. Okay, more shots. So you're still a believer after all this? So you're still a believer after all this? I'm a chorist. That's my fate, not the chapel. The chapel is a regime that's taken the threads of our beliefs and uses them like puppet strings. charisma runs deep enough in Callan that it's worked on far too many people for far too long. What threads? Are dead. They're the closest thing we have to what you might call a god. We listen to them and honor them above all else. Real charisma is about learning to hear those voices and honoring their wishes in a way that makes sense. The chapel's version is that only they can hear the dead, and you go to their priests to find out what your loved ones want you to do. So where does the Pantheon fit in out that? Are there a lot of chorists in the Resistance? Maybe stupid questions, but do you literally talk to the dead? In this world, I don't think this is a stupid question, I'm gonna ask it. Maybe stupid questions, but do you literally talk to the dead? Ever lost anyone? Yes. You can't hear their voice when you want to? Not enough. You get better at it. Like craft, if you're told it's not possible, you never try hard enough to truly do it. Okay, so it's more like imagine talking to them? What does getting better at it look like? Okay, so it's more like imagine talking to them? That's a very southern way of looking at it. You've been raised to devalue the impression someone leaves on you. The part of them you still carry when they're gone. To you, that's a static thing, a footprint. So any signs of life you get from it must be imaginary. To us, it's a real part of them. And the closer you were, the more you love them, the more of them you carry with you. What does getting better at it looks like? I can't do puzzles, my partner could. If I try one now, I ask him, Cheetah, what is this bullshit? And it'll come to me. Not a full solution, I'll never be as smart as him, but some flash of insight he would have had, and I can take it from there. If I died first, he'd be sitting here telling you he can fix cars by asking me what the problem is. I'm so sorry, how long since he passed? Can you tell something about him? I'm so sorry, how long since he passed? 2 years now, killed by a riot priest. He wasn't even protesting, he cared about the fight more than I did, but the truth is we'd probably never have stood up to the chapel. But now I'm locked in with his firing me, and I want to make them feel the full pain of that mistake every time I stood up. Can you tell me something about him? Like what? Anything. He believes in me, like no one else. Told you I'd never be as smart as him, I can already hear him jumping in to defend me. He'd be telling you I'm a genius with engines, he'd tell you I invented the carburetor, wish I didn't. He'd tell you I won a hockey tournament for our team with my playbook of dirty tricks. Wish I guess I did. I used to carry his belief around with me like a torch. Lit it up all the things I could do. Now I carry it like a combustion engine. Jen leaves a respectful pause. He sounds great. Yes. Feels like it would make difficult to move on. Thanks for shouting. Move on. Thanks for shouting. Thanks for giving a shit. Yeah, that is 3 hours in. I thought I would have time for one more mission, but then a lot of interesting stuff showed up. I really like these shots. The map is fun too. Yeah, this isn't even the most fun I had with this game's writing. At the beginning of the game, the first couple of episodes, they were making me laugh all the time. But yeah, it does seem that the game now wants to like get into some heavier stuff without losing its funny bone. Yeah. It's hard to lose. It's hard to lose the meme game impression, but it's decent. I think it embraces the meme game aesthetic and does it well. But there is a really good game here as well. I've been playing a lot of funny games these days, don't I? First The Messenger, then Songs for a Hero, now this. I'm not complaining, I just find it interesting. Yeah. And yeah, the gameplay is solid. Thinking about how to go through the stations is solid. And holy crap, I'm way too good at not taking damage. The rewind button helps. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Next Wednesday, I'll be back to more Tactical Breach Wizards, but at 8 PM GMT3. Unfortunately, I had to go back to my usual time. Because I'm going back to work. And next Sunday at 7 PM GMT3, more Total War Warhammer. Things are getting more chaotic in that game. But yeah. Considering you did Gender was a joke that one time, I just recently realized the main game, I really like it as a common thing. Bad Beach Blasters was made in Brazil. Bad Beach Blasters? Was it a tabletop RPG? About badass women? It's a JRPG kind of over the top, really concentrated short meme game. Okay. Because there's tabletop games. What was it called? I don't think it's Brazilian. Yeah. The pacing is really good, but it's built on actually solid design. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something about badass nuns armed to the teeth. Yeah, I can't quite recall. Can Google help me? No, it's not nuns. It's not something normally I would recommend, but you cover more outlandish things in the channel. Yeah. I remember the name of the tabletop game. I'm googling it. Yeah, it's not original from Brazil. I was mistaken. And the original name is Macho Women with Guns. I wouldn't be surprised if it was based on that. It sounds really similar. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, now I've gotta go. If you've been watching me on Twitch, I do have all my VODs on YouTube. If you've been watching me on YouTube, you can check me lives on Twitch. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter, and I am phasing out. Bye.